Fala galera, aqui quem fala é o Zaya. Vou trazer aqui uma gameplay do Fight Night Champion, né? Jogo aí do Xbox 360. Está disponível no EA Play, né? Do Game Pass também. Tô jogando pela assinatura do Game Pass, né? Então vamos ver aí, jogo de boxe, né? Provavelmente esse jogo vai vir na Gold, né? Vamos fazer uma gameplay de 2011, né? Esse game. Beleza, vamos aceitar os termos.
You caught you with one there, huh? It's okay. It happens. This is boxing after all. It doesn't matter that you got knocked down.
Nossa, cara, fiquei direto pra luta. Acho que não vai tirar.
What is that? Ammonia. That shit'll wake you right up.
What did he hit me with?
His head. Here's a penitentiary, son. That rip ain't gonna do shit but count somebody out, which means you got to knock that cracker on his ass, yeah? Now you got one round. Knock the fucker on his ass.
Knock the fuck on his ass.
Mais um. Nocaute. Nossa, bem mais fácil que o Você, né, cara? O Você é bem difícil de jogar. Né? Mais fácil defender. 10G. É um come to the jungle, bem-vindo à selva. Ah, eu coloquei amador. Nem. É só uns egípcios aí meio que um modo história, né? Prisão. Separando aí lutadores, né? Vixe, o cara tá na cadeia. O cara tem meio pela vitória. Nossa!
We're really fucking impressed. Welcome to the real world, baby! Nighty night, bitch.
Nossa, cara,
I don't want to die in
verdade.
prison. Easy now, son. Don't try to talk.
Treinador, né?
Just take it easy now.
Vamos dar um Skype aí pra ver a próxima luta já. Já tá na competição,
What a
né?
challenge for Andre Bishop as round one is underway. Nobody over the course of the past 9 years has been able to conquer Joel Savone. The Cuban has now been a 9-time champion of these World Amateur Games. Two guys that can really take each other out. What's the best means of defense?
Well, if one guy says to himself, I'm not the power puncher, then he has to be smart. He has to be technically solid in all areas. He's going to have the edge.
Joel Savone's objective is to land that jab, and he did so right there. Good headshot by Andre Bishop. That's a damaging blow. Savone's starting to bleed from the nose. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Andre Bishop. Sending out the power shot. It was a straight left hand. Oh, that's good stuff. Fire it right back with one of his own. Good work by Andre Bishop. Solid hook upstairs. Joel Savone's able to land a nice clean left hand. A well-targeted jab that time. Trying to time that straight left hand, and he does so with ease. Able to land with the right. Savone's so dangerous with that accuracy, a two-punch combination landing. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. And now he's targeting upstairs. End of round one. Here we go. Round two is underway. Bishop's opening up this round knowing that he is in complete control. I think he can actually end this fight. He really hurt him in that last round, Teddy.
He did, but what the trick is now, if he wants to end this fight, is to keep this certain distance. I know that sounds funny. We say, hey, Ted, he's hurting the guy. You want to get close to him. No, because as he gets close, his opponent's going to grab him. So just keep enough range where you can keep that offensive flow going.
I don't think it's a stretch to say that Andre Bishop actually has a strong lead against Joel Savone. The other day when we were talking to Andre Bishop, he said to have success in this fight, I have to land combinations. He landed a good one there. Bishop's ability to just get to his opponent before his opponent gets to him, showcased there. His hand speed is very good.
Yeah, it is, Joe. You know, it speaks to one of those old sayings that the trainers used to say, just get off first. That's what he's doing right now. He's getting off first.
And yet another right hand lands. Oh, what a huge power punch. Digging in with a left to the gut. A stinging uppercut by Andre Bishop.
Bate defende.
A little head hunting with the right. That is exactly what the... Oh, and there you go. Late goings here of this round, and he goes down. Can he survive it?
Ixi, vai levantar, cara.
2, 3, 4, 5. Savone's gonna keep taking this test, rising up after being knocked down. Good step back counter punch there. Andre Bishop's putting forth a little boom, 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 a three-punch combination scoring. And this round comes to an end.
Eat, Red. Get some water. You're good. You're okay. Breathe for it. Now listen. You do it.
125,
Savone's
58.
got to rely on his corner now to do what it takes to get him back physically and mentally. It's always a challenge when you've hit the ground. I think Joel Savone may be as shocked as the rest of us. Andre Bishop is scoring often. Joel Savone's taken a lot of punishment with the right hand. Teddy, you've said many times, is where you put your own huge right hand. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Oh, and he goes down again. The question is, can he rise up and continue on?
Ixi, vai levantar de novo, cara.
Nobody was expecting this outcome. Nobody except for Andre Bishop. What confidence he had tonight as he scores the knockout victory over Joel Savone.
It's terrific, honestly. Being voted fighter of the
Beleza,
year.
já saímos ainda. Vamos dar um Skype. Próxima luta já agora. Treinamento 23. Tô sem roupa agora, cara. Só de proteção. Cruzadão direto.
You okay?
Eu fiquei só treinando, né?
Beautiful kid. You
Não cortando, quer lutar, velho. Vai contando a história assim e tal, né? Bem legal, cara. Já saiu da cadeia, né? Virou um lutador profissional.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. We have a big card for you tonight, and a lot of people excited about what we're going to bring you in moments on our undercard. It is the pro debut of the middleweight, Andre Bishop. He will be going up against the KG veteran, Lucius Palmer, from here at the Aragon Ballroom in Chicago. Stay with us for that.
Entrou mais gancho.
Way to block there. Boy, sharp two-punch combination by Andre Bishop. Matchup tonight, power puncher against a guy who's well-conditioned. Now, early on, what do you look for in a matchup like that?
You want to make sure that if you're with the power puncher, you don't go out there chasing after the guy. You use all your tools. You use your jab, and you control him. You make him think about your power, so he's not controlling rounds.
Lucius pumps solid. Down he goes. He went down.
Dificuldade, mas se perder sem querer lá rápido. É só pra brincar mesmo, né, cara? Modo difícil deve ser bem difícil. Vamos ver se vai levantar.
Palmer's still in a tough spot here. Don't get fooled just thinking he beat the count and everything's fine.
And I'm not so sure that he can grab. So what you got to do now, if you're a trainer, the way you taught him in the gym is you don't want to go grab because you might leave yourself open. Move your head when he comes to you, then you grab him.
Passou na defesa.
He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own.
Opa. Esquerda. Direita. Gancho. Atacou.
Good combination to the head.
Vixe, tomou muito. Segura hard.
Little head knocking with that right hand. How about that left right there? Did you see that? He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round?
Levanta, mas não. Dois capotes no primeiro round.
That was an interesting first round for Andre Bishop, the American making his pro debut here.
Back here in the Friday Night Fight studios, I'm Brian Kenny. Amateur gold medalist Andre Bishop taking his first steps as a pro this past week.
O cara tá ficando famoso, hein? Tá batendo isso. Treinar aqui um pouco.
I don't believe in building a record fighting nobodies. You don't learn anything against guys like that except how to make mistakes. we ain't here to do anything stupid. This ain't the amateurs. You got a chance to do something great. To be someone great. And I'm gonna help you get there. You're gonna take some fights against decent guys. And I want you to show me that you got what it takes.
Só praticando, né? Pra não próxima luta.
But if you can at least put them on the...
De avançar pra próxima luta, não?
Disappointed. Got a kid? I want to see these guys on the floor.
Vai, senhor. Continua.
The time has come. All the talk is done. Now the fight is set to begin. There's Andre Bishop in the locker room, Teddy, with his longtime trainer, Gus Carisi. Of course, Gus was one who very early on tapped Andre Bishop as a fighter to watch.
Beleza, vamos ver quem que é.
Hi, everybody. This is Joe Tessitore. Glad you're with us alongside Teddy Atlas. We're at the State Palace Theater in New Orleans, and it is the second pro fight in the career of the much-talked-about Andre Bishop. Coming off that victory against Lucius Palmer, now he takes on Mike Walker. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Well, let's talk about what kind of a fight this could end up being, because as far as we see it, both guys are really committed to the cause here. They want each other.
Hey, look, the old times would say these guys are harder to miss than they are to hit.
Nice exchange. Both right hands landed. Took a shot. Now he gives a left.
Segurar a estamina.
Teddy with a power puncher against a high stamina fighter, a guy that can take you into the deeper rounds. How much is it a disadvantage where it sort of takes away what maybe he's best at?
Well, it's a disadvantage mentally, because if his power doesn't work and the high endurance guy is still there, he may start to dissipate. He may start evaporating right in front of you.
That's a good job by Bishop offensively. Landing his combinations is a key to victory tonight. Protecting his head well with his guard. Walker's banged by a right hand. He's trying to get some energy back, and now he's tying up his opponent, just wasting some minutes.
Yeah, it takes two to tango, though. He's wasting minutes, and his opponent's going along with it. He's cooperating. He shouldn't be. He's going to be sorry later when he recovers and he gets after him.
And banging away he goes. Oh, and he goes down for the first time tonight.
Tomou enquanto tá nocateado já. Ó, hoje tá tomando 1, 2, 3. Nossa.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
Let's give a very honest assessment as to where Andre Bishop is in his career right now. Facing a guy like he is tonight, Mike Walker, he should annihilate him.
Yeah, he should, but it's not just about that. It's how he does it. He should go through him, but you want to see him go through him in an effective, efficient way where he looks like a future champion.
Walker's not firing off the big power punches. I got to wonder why.
Sometimes a guy is making a solid agreement in his mind that maybe if I don't hit him hard, he won't hit me hard back. He's not confident.
What a big shot. And he goes down again. Will he get up from this?
1,
2, 3, 4, 5. So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
Joe, one of the ways he survives is if he's been taught. Have good habits, have good fundamentals been put there. You're going to find out right now. He needs them right now.
Doubles up the jab to the head. Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Bishop's right hand scores well. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Wow, he goes down again.
This is gonna be called the elevator fight. Up and down all night.
Levanta, meu irmão.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Your winner.
I was on my way, and baby brother was making his mark as an amateur. Gus had been our father's trainer. He took us in after our parents died.
Good. Keep that jab going.
Mais uma, né? Vamos aí ver. Próximo.
Ladies and gentlemen.
At 2-0, the young upstart Andre Bishop is getting a lot of attention, and he has ours tonight. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. We welcome you to this night of boxing here at the State Palace Theater in New Orleans. Bishop looks to start his pro career 3-0 as he takes on Wilfred Rosario. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Rosario. The other day when we were talking to Andre Bishop, he said to have success in this fight, I have to land combinations. He landed a good one there. What are some of the adjustments that can typically be made halfway through a matchup like this of speed versus speed?
Just to remind your charge, your fighter, that, hey, there's a lot more to this world, to this fight than just speed. Why don't you start doing other things? Why don't you start feinting a little bit? Get the guy out of position a little bit. Get him into false moves.
That is a big right hand after eating one himself. You see him with the left of the head there? Well-targeted two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Wow! Round number one, and he's already down.
And if he survives here, Joe, you wonder how that's going to affect him for the rest of the night. Because we expect him to be aggressive. Will he be tentative from now on?
I give him a lot of credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
Turns over that hook upstairs. There he goes with the right hand. There it is! And once again, he goes down. The question is, can he rise up again?
Bem legal, né, cara? Vamos ver se vai levantar de novo. Ele é forte. Ei, levantou lá. Nada amador, né, cara?
I kept winning fights. I got people's attention.
Mais uma, né? Vai continuando a história, né, cara? Ficar lutando, né? Dificuldade.
Will Keyshawn Hayes be able to come to the ball?
This guy's got a mean left.
Esse é um dos mais pesados, hein?
Here we go! Round number one, scheduled for 6. Oh, a damaging left hook by Keyshawn Hayes gets to Andre Bishop. To the head he goes with a left hand. Hits him in the mug with the right.
Levanta a guarda.
Let's go!
Eddie, obviously we have a matchup that the fans love, power puncher versus power puncher, but if you're one of the two trainers, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking about defense. If I can be a little bit better on defense, my power's not going away. I'm still going to be okay in that area.
Wow! Bishop is down. Can he get up?
Eu baixei a guarda comigo. Nossa, levanta, cara, não é possível. Tá muito fundo, não dá pra levantar, ué. Ixi, levantei. Defender agora, que eu fiquei mais vulnerável.
But how does he look to you?
He looks like a guy who's wondering what happened, and that's where the job of the corner comes in when he gets back to the corner. Tell him why he got hit.
That's a nice right hand that time by Hayes. And now he's targeting upstairs. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. He is wobbly and damaged, and yet another big shot comes in. Wow, is this good stuff? What good stuff? He just scored the knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
Joe, that's incredible. And the knockdown earlier actually set up this knockdown because his opponent, he got a little reckless, a little careless.
A flush hook scores well for him. Hayes has got to find a way to protect that eye. The cut has worsened. And if it gets any worse, you got to think, big shot he just scored with. And he crashes to the canvas once again. He's gotten up before. What about this time?
Vamos ver se vai levantar. Acho que não.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Down he goes, but he's going to continue on, beating the count. Good right hand by Andre Bishop. He needs more of that. You see the movement by Andre Bishop, and it's really paying off. Able to avoid that left hook of Hayes. Oh! And that's it. What a way to end the night with a knockout.
You saw it coming. Problem is, he didn't see it.
To cap it all, we send it up to the ring. Hayes is unable to continue. The ref calls a halt to this bout.
And you had to stop it. If the referee didn't, you would think the corner had been thinking about it.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.
Encerrar aqui, tá bom? Pra divertir um pouco. É um jogo que eu falei, não iria comprar. Jogando pelo Game Pass, uma boa oportunidade, né? Achei que já era pra ter caído na Gold, mas uma hora com certeza ele vai vir. Beleza, galera? Então vamos encerrar essa pequena gameplay do Fight Night Champion, né? Joguinho bem legal, né, cara? Depois eu vou tentar jogar mais umas partidas ali no modo mais difícil pra ver. Mas pra gravar aqui já tá valendo. Quem chegou até o final já sabe. Muito obrigado a todos para quem sempre acompanha os vídeos, né? Os gameplays. Não se esqueça de deixar o like aí para fortalecer. Se inscrever se ainda não é inscrito, né? Qualquer dúvida, sugestões, dicas, deixa aí nos comentários ou dá um salve lá no Instagram também que a gente responde, zaya.game lá no Instagram. Beleza, galera? Então, muito obrigado a todos, valeu, fui! Quem quiser seguir na live, né, gamertag aí na tela. Beleza, fui!